it's me. I haven't made you a video in a while, so I kind of decided to. And I finally found out how to get my camera to stop recording in HD, so it won't take as long now to, put it on there and stuff. But, I was like, it doesn't matter either way, because if I record in HD or not, I mean, the only way for me to be able to upload it, because my computer's so slow, is for me to basically compress it into a really non-HD, like just basically really shitty quality. But yeah, so I was gonna tell you later, but I just want to kind of tell you a little bit now, I guess, about what happened in New Mexico history today. My teacher is really funny. She's just very young and energetic, and I think ADD, but I'm not sure. And she's still younger than my sister. She's only like 5 years older than us or something, so it's kind of weird. But she's really she's really funny, and she's really good at telling stories and stuff. And so we were kind of going over history as far as like a quick overview of what happened with Columbus coming to America. And she was just sitting there. Basically, she told the class a history of what happened while she told it the way that I would tell it. So she was standing up there at the board, and she's like, okay, so we're gonna talk about history. Alright. Europe is right over here, and and then she's like, and then India and stuff is over here, and this one little piece over here that used to be Turkey, that was called the Ottoman Empire, and everybody was fighting over that. So everybody over there was pissed off, because over here we have Muslims, and over here we have mostly Christians. And then somebody said, and Jews. She was like, and somewhat a little bit Jews, and she drew the Star of David over there. And then so she's like, here's the thing, Jews and Christians hated the Muslims and vice versa, but people in Europe wanted to trade with China and India for spices and stuff that they couldn't get, so they had this big long thing over here. They called it the Silk Road, because they traded silk on it. And so then when they closed off that area, like, the Muslims were all pissed off at them and everything, and they were just like, hey, I'm going to close this down. So they're like, oh, you can't get this anymore. So people in Portugal were like, oh, let's go find China, and let's just go around Africa. And so they went all the way around there, and they're like, oh, look, I found China. And then, so, in Spain, Columbus, and he wasn't very attractive, but he was a suave man. He was suave. He goes up to the king and queen, and he's like, hey, I can get your pepper. I got your pepper right here. And he's like a drug dealer. He's like throwing an ounce, of pepper from his curls. And so he goes over and he's like, yeah, I can get that. But see, I have a better plan. I'm not going to be stupid like those Portugal guys, go all the way around Africa. We already know what's over there, duh. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go like straight over here, because it's just ocean, and I'm bound to find China if I just go that way, right? And they're like, oh my god, you're a genius. So then he takes off, and they're going for like 6 months or something, and he's like, well, don't really know what's going on. And then one guy finds land, and he's like, hey, Columbus, look, I see land. And he writes it down in his journal like, I saw land. And the guy over there is like, could you at least like put my name down, like a star or something? But no. So that was like the first crappy thing he did. And then, so they get over there, and they get on the land and stuff, and like, he's like, dude, bring me my flag. Bring me my flag of Spain. And so he gets his flag, and he crams it down in there, and he's like, I claim this land in the name of Spain. And then all these native people are standing there like, dude, you just planted your stupid flag in my crops. Like, my corn is just ruined now. And by this time, I'm sitting there, I'm like cracking up the entire time. And so she just continues, and she's just like, yeah, so dude, what are you doing? Because seriously, that's like my crop. Like, how am I supposed to live? And then he's like, oh, well, you know, that's too bad because I'm conquering you. And they were like, you know, they're like, I don't know who these people are, but hey, here, have some gold. Pretty. And then, like, Christopher Columbus is sitting there like, oh, gold. So he goes back to Spain, and he's like, hey guys, look, I found all this gold. But in the meantime, he's got all these slaves and everything, so that he made native slaves and just, I don't know, he just put them to work in the mountains or something. They're like hauling these rocks over them. There's no gold in him. He's just lying so he can get more money. And so they fund him some more, and he just comes over here, and they're like, you know, torturing these people. And then some guy in our class was like, didn't they were like, he said, didn't Columbus, wasn't he like hallucinating or something, or he had some sort of problems? And my teacher goes, he was not right in the head, but he didn't bring like a whole bunch of weirdness over, but he did bring a lot of syphilis. And we just started cracking up. And she's like, well, yeah, and you think about it, I mean, everybody on that ship probably brought syphilis. She's like, because, I mean, think about it. There's a bunch of guys, you're alone for like 6 months, just sailing on a ship, and, you know, you've all been drinking, and the whole time we're sitting there like, is she, oh my god. And she's like, what? No, I'm not talking about like dude on dude action. Oh my god, you guys are crazy. No, I'm talking about like, you know, they like had it or something. They're all guys and they get drinking, and then like they go over there, and as soon as they get off the ship they see women in their natural form in tribes, and, you know, a lot less clothed than the English women, and then bam, there they go. They're like, hey, what's going on? And then, you know, but they wouldn't like go over and quarter him or anything. They're like, yo, get over here. And then, you know, little boom boom action, she gets syphilis, and he's like, oh, by the way, sorry, I kind of forgot to tell you, I kind of have this little STD called syphilis. Oh, and so does my friend, but, you know, he already had you too. And, yeah, that's for life, man. And I'm just sitting there like, I can't believe she's sitting here telling us this. And it was just the funniest thing ever, and she's just very energetic and likes to tell stories. So yeah, that was my brief lesson in history, in case you needed a new, I don't know, lesson. But, yeah, so it was just really, really funny. And now I'm watching Livebox because I needed a good laugh, another good laugh, after finding out about my horrible residency issue. But yeah, so I'm not going to like talk too long because it's going to take forever. And I always make way longer videos than you on accident because I never know when to shut up. Here's my ginger ale. And that's about it for now. And I'll talk to you later. And I'll try to make more videos and stuff, but actually I'm starting to get homework. Yeah, in like, what, 4th, 5th week of school, kind of. I'm starting to get homework. So it'll all be done this week though. So I don't know what we're doing after that. All of our little like tests and projects and stuff are like over, so I don't know. Maybe we'll have another 4-week period where we won't have homework. I don't know. But I'm going to try to get a job too. And then I don't have to work this Saturday, which is kind of nice in a way. But I think I'm going to be stuck working on the garage, cleaning out the garage Saturday then, since I don't have to work. But yeah, so that's that. And I already said bye, but, you know, kept talking. Now I'm kind of like Toby, but it doesn't matter. So